My name is Belen Bass, and this is the New You Experience. God bless you. And I cannot wait to see the new you. As you know, every month I go over to Anchor and I do traditional horoscopes from through Aries through Aquarius. And also, if you would like to listen to those horoscopes, go over to Anchor, Spotify, and any platform where you may see the New You Experience podcast. So this is what's going on for Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Just a little something that'll keep you going to the next level. And then in April, you can go ahead and follow up with that reading there. If you would like to get a reading, my cash app is $Belen Bass. Right now, I am doing a $15 special. If you've never been with me before, you would have to get a chart, which takes time. Those are $25. Right now, I'm only offering 3 months for $15. That's just what's going on. Let's just go in. So this is a mini. A mini consists of enough to get you going. Anyway, here we go. Ooh. So this is what's going on. I'm bored. I'm up and lit. So Aries, this is what's going on. I don't know about my damn business. We'll just do a little picture right here, okay? Here we go. So Aries, I do feel like there is some type of catastrophe. It's talking about catastrophes. It's talking about things that could commonly get blown out of proportion. But that's something that you would usually do. I do see a turnaround in events in the month of April for you. I see a turnaround in events because you're thinking about getting into another relationship, but you don't feel like your communication is good enough to gain someone. So I do see you possibly traveling back into a bad situation where you met with someone that you walked away from. But you have to commonly think about the things that you have done in relationships that has caused you losses and gains. So right now, it's going into April, you're very unsure. Going into April, you know what you want, but maybe behavior, this is for the male, maybe behavior is keeping you from making certain moves, okay? I do feel that, like I said, I've been saying this all month since last month about fire signs. You are starting to look a little bit clear. When I say look a little bit clear, you're starting to feel more. Now, as I said before, and I don't have no reason to bite my tongue, you still don't give up, but you are starting to embrace a softer side. So you can be, maybe accept that a little bit more versus using certain tactics in order to get things to belong to, in order to get things to attach to, in order to get certain conversations, in order to find out who you are. I do feel like there is this wholesome thing that's coming across for the next 6 months for some of you Aries. I do believe in March back there are a lot of disruptions. There are a lot of negatives that has, let's just keep it real, keep you from being complete, keeping you, I don't think you are with the person that you want to be with. Some of you are single, some of you are walking away from a situation, and some of y'all are about to walk back into something that's very comfortable and dangerous for you. Okay, I don't use the word toxic because when I think toxic, I think about them garbage pail kids. So I say into negative situations. When I say negative situations, you've been in them before and they end the same. So in the upcoming time frame, just kind of think about the steps that will make you look a little bit clearer to someone that doesn't know you at all. Figure it out. Here we go with Taurus. It's really good. It's telling me to keep going. I hate when it do that. That's because I be touching these cards every day. I'm touching them every day. They're talking every day. That exercise comes in more. So Aries, we're going to continue. So far aside with property matters, I do see you saving money and you're feeling good about that. You do have some type of savings. There is something in your home. You even have a lock box or a lock in your home. And I do feel like you're very defensive about it because maybe you've told a few people about it or told someone else about it. Like I said, somebody from the past is trying to pop up, but I don't see it being a surprise to you. I see it being an ending for you. At the same time, opening your eyes for new challenges. I told you that. Opening your mind for different challenges. You want to be happy. That situation caused you so much grief, you can't even stop thinking about it. To the point of even lowering your standards in communication. That shit brought your ass down. But the cavalry is calling. And the cavalry is calling from somebody in the past. Cacao! Mm-hmm. You just don't get it. Learn your lessons, male, and learn your lessons well. Now, if you are a female fire sign, it's the opposite. You are welcoming in new things. People are coming in that are expecting you, and you're meeting new people. You're meeting new jobs. I do feel like there's a particular person that you're going to travel to see. And then this gets back to the man again. It says some male fire signs are going to be traveling to see someone. Messages and travel and then get defeated at the door. You know, that sounds like something I tell you. What you here for? Did I call you? Are you giving up anything? Because at this point, no one's accepting apologies. Get back. I'm just joking. But at the same time, your March going into April is about endings, watching your temper, and going after what you want. Whatever you want is at a distance, and whatever you want, you're not willing to give. You're not willing to give. You're not willing to give, and your attitude sucks, and your temperament sucks. And that's why you're so defensive. You're not a bad person. You just need to walk away from these old hustling ass bitches. Some of y'all fire sign male got some hustlers around you. I ain't talking about the ones that ain't got no job. I'm talking about the corporate ones. I'm talking about the high and mighties. I'm talking about the you know what I mean, the ones that own businesses, the ones that don't need to hustle, the ones don't need the slang and bang. Them the ones you need to stay away from, the ones that look like they got and steal. You just need to go to where you feel. You feel like you need to be with someone a little bit more humbling and someone that doesn't communicate so much. You just have these nitpicky ways about yourself. But I do feel that you're going to take a go at it at a relationship you just left. You're not going to even have your foot in the door good. You're going to go to running to somebody else. Whoever that is that you wanted, you're going to go to running to them because you know when you put your foot in that quarantine sauce, it's hot wings after that. So here we go for Taurus. It says, fire sign, you need to make up your mind because you have gone too far in a situation that serves you best. It says you keep on writing this thing over and over again because you can't make up your mind and you're continuing to go in circles. There has been allegations made towards you that are half-truths. It says you cannot afford to have half-truths because you don't tell the truth. It says get ready for a fast celebration. It says around your birthday time, you're going to need some comfort. It says a loved one may fall sick due to some type of gossip, some type of wording, or a loss of income from an outside party, a debt. You may have somebody coming to live with you. You may decide to move, or someone may decide, or you may decide you want this lighter skinned person to move in with you. It says you go too fast at a pace with no reward. It's also talking about business ideas and side ideas. It says your ideas get lifted off the ground, but you're never consistent with things. So that's when you lose your friends and partners, and then you go into your shady deals. It says fast paces are in the month of March, April the 27th, and around the end of May. And it says at the end of May, someone with 2 children, someone will want 2 children. It says it 3 times. Someone with 2 children, someone with 2 children, someone with 2 children will defeat you in your wording. That means you're going to backtrack and go back to them. There will not be any peace in the month of April in your mentality. There's no forgiveness in your heart for a lot of things. You fake the funk. You fake the funk. You fake the funk with colleagues. You fake the funk with women and men. And sometimes you fake the funk with your own damn self. Now, I don't know how you're doing that one. Figure it out. And then it's talking about in the month of April, around the 3rd, there is something that is yet to be unseen. It tells me to tell you to be careful because you may fall. Not down the stairs, girl. It's talking about you falling or slipping. Please watch your feet. And if you can't walk in heels, put them back on the shelf. Get some flats. Fast-paced energy all April. Fast-paced energy. You're going to need forgiveness and you're going to ask for it. Some people may tell you, you don't say you forgive, that it's in your touch. Well, the candle has blown out on that. You're going to have to communicate. That's what's going on with that. Okay. I don't know what none of that meant. So Taurus, these are many, honey. These ain't the full scopes. This is just bits and pieces. Taurus, as you're thinking about celebration, I do feel here that, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Taurus, and it's talking about Taurus right there at the end of March, going into April. You're going to be in a lonely place. You're wanting to clear a lot of things out, but you don't know how to do it. You're not making any personal effort to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a little advice. Any authority figures and anybody that talks about getting married to you before they even got to a second base with you, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. It says it's also talking about friends and family. It's talking about a birthday that's coming up in April. And it's talking about a birthday that's coming up June 13th. And in those two time frames, you're going to be welcoming new people and new friends. You're going to be traveling around that time. At that time, you'll need to, May 15th, take out the time for yourself. Take a girl time. Take a guy time. Men get their feet and nails done too, honey. This is the millennium. Take the time to do some things like that. Get around friends and family. You will need it for some reason. I feel like you're going to be restless from travel. These are minis. Your desires for communications with the opposite sex. You're going to have to slow down because you got to worry about this property matter that's coming up that you are ignoring. And you do not want to do anything to it. You don't want to be bothered with it. You just know it needs to be done. Figure it out. It's telling me to end it at that because those last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the next 6 or 7 days or weeks, you are going to be focused on work. Whatever you need to do, go ahead and wrap it up. Wherever you need to go, say your goodbyes. Whoever you want to welcome in, bring them in. Because after that, it's going to be straight work, straight promotions, straight getting something together. If you need to move, make it before July. After that, you're going to have to stay where you are because work is going to have you pining, stressed out, and hiring and firing, and getting into the ADP app and exiting people out of the building. You're going to become very tough. You're about to be a boss in the situation, and it's going to become every part of your life, and you are going to execute it in a major way. So before then, wrap up these thoughts, wrap up these worries, wrap up what your next move is in the month of March going into April. Wrap those things up, put a plan, do like I do, get a board and write them down and complete them on a time frame. And then when you get to where things are speeding up, you can kind of add, but get things rolling, get the ball pushing, get the applications in. Gemini, this is your mini Gemini. I ain't even got to open it because I already hear Gemini, something with communication is coming in very heavy with you. I feel like you're hearing something that you're not supposed to be hearing, or you're hearing double stuff and think it's something, and it's just your mentality, okay? Sometimes common sense. People think it's intuitiveness and they think it's being psychic. That's not what it is. Just because you can call stuff, it's because you lived it before. It's not because it was given to you. It's common sense. You're looking at situations and do. That's common sense. That's common sense. And those are the things you're going to be experiencing, those common sense moments. It could be those psychic moments. It could be those empath intuitive moments. I'm not psychic, so I'm going to say psychic moments. You're going to be coming into that. You're going to be looking into that, okay? Things are going to get real thick for you in the love department. Okay, you need to figure those things out. You'll also need to figure out this paperwork with your house. I see contracts. I see things moving good for about 2 weeks. Love is going to get in your way. I see major sex from behind, and I don't care about that, but it says from behind. Look at that. By all means, honey, tell me about it. So that's what's going on with that. So let me go ahead and look. It says you're going to have a boyfriend soon. Oh, girl. It says you're going to have a boyfriend soon. Some of y'all going to be having boyfriends that has 2 children. Do this to one. Not judging. It's somebody around you that is just too pitiful. They are pitiful. You may be a sister or brother, they just too pitiful. There's a pitiful. Okay? Pitiful looking ass. Pitiful. Very pitiful. You're a pitiful person. This is a wrap it up. You got good things coming. So let's go ahead and look at you, Gemini. Gemini is very fast, and it's talking about responsibilities. You're going to get, yep, there it is. Don't be getting into nobody. Somebody want to call you and get rough. Somebody want to call you and get rowdy and rough. Someone's going to come to you to make you think they're going to be saying one thing, and they're going to try to rip you to shreds. Be on your feet and be concrete and serve. I don't know who they think they're playing with, Gemini, but have your head on your shoulders and have your tongue in place. Because somebody going to come at you with a message, and they're going to catch you off guard. I'm going to need you to slay them all the way down to the biscuit. Leave no room for error. Let them have it. And whoever this is has been thinking about you, and they're blaming you for something. As if. Money's going good for you. You're going to be back at work. You're going to be back. I told you them 2 weeks going to be real good for you financially. Don't stop what you're doing trying to help nobody at this time, because these girls sitting around here lazy. They done got quarantined. Someone was already quarantined before it even came out. So the extra quarantine basic girls are going to be trying to block stuff. But you're just going to look over it, okay? Keep your eyes on your losses. You're going to be on your game. See ya? You're going to be on your game, and I love everything about it. I'm giving you bits and pieces. I'm not giving you the whole thing. The next level in your life is trying to decide if you want to be committed. The next level in your life is trying to see if you want to be committed. The next level of your life is if you want to see if you're going to, because you know, back and forth and back, who would ever know? Take your time. Date. Have a good time and date. Have a good time and date. Don't be pressured. Honey, don't be pressured. Because somebody's on their way back to the gym with you. He's so hard-headed. I'm about to go in there and punch his whole grill in. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you this. I'm going to give you this little message, and we're going to end this video. Let me tell you something, mama. And I love you. And we ain't going to fake the funk around here today. But as the wind blows, and you know that authority figures are not your friend. Now, at one point this year, things were being figured out. And then something happened along the way. They either stepped back or they went back to their old shady dealings. Well, I see that mama running right back into you from nowhere. And they are going to be pressuring you about moving. What's the tea? Why? Why would they just come in from nowhere and pressure you about moving after all that has been said and done? Trying to have a conversation. Those are just bits and pieces. It's just bits and pieces of this upcoming time frame. You're going to be dealing with authority figures. You're going to be dealing with your desires. You're going to be dealing with money matters. You're going to be dealing with people trying to get in the way of your situations. You're going to be dealing with yourself. But the major thing keeps coming up for me with Gemini is paperwork and housing properties. Maybe this person is pressuring you to move because of whatever it is that's coming in very fast, because they're really pressuring you. Go, move. You need to move it. You don't think that you can do it right now, but they're pressuring you for some reason, because there's a paperwork that's attached to your property, and I feel like there's an execution with it. There's something that needs to be done. There's going to be an A or B or nothing at all, okay? So whatever this pressure is, maybe a sign to go ahead and move. My name is Berlin Bez, and this has been Aries, Taurus, and Gemini minis. You can find the full horoscopes in the month of April on Anchor and Spotify. You have a good day. It's about 4:00 in the morning. I'm going to hit this NyQuil, and see you in the morning. It's going to be litty all day tomorrow. We're going to do a whole bunch of fun things. We're going to do a lot of talks. I'm going to try to do a Libra Nation collaboration. I'm also going to be doing a stalker expose. I'm going to show you the traits of a stalker. I'm going to tell you the things that they do. I'm going to tell you about their mind state. I'm going to tell you what they are thinking about and why they choose certain people to go after, and they don't realize that they are really, 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 really cuckoo